And don't want women to work as a control mechanism and then shame them and abuse them for not working and leave them destitute. Make me choose between you and a job, and I choose the job, no contest. Yeah, this comment. The only regret I have in my life so far is the fact that I did choose him and not my job, even though I didn't want to. And I did it out of straight up guilt because of how unseemly it would be if I chose money over family. And if only the 47-year-old version of me, or even the 40-year-old version of me, could go back and shake the living shit out of the 32-year-old version of me that made that decision. I got that ultimatum, you can either have your career or your marriage, just after my 1-year anniversary, when I had already signed a prenup that stated that if I divorced him before year 5, I would not get a single penny. So I had no financial protection. And when I balked about giving up my 6-figure income, he guilted me, by saying I had no faith in him and that I didn't trust him. But I mean, wasn't he actually giving me a warning, telling me exactly what to expect? Over the next decade, he would constantly remind me about his money and his house and the lifestyle that he gives me whenever he felt it was appropriate to keep me in line. And then he would always remind me, oh, you do nothing all day, and you could work if you really wanted to. Well, during that decade, I actually tried several different entrepreneurial avenues. I had a food blog. I had a crafting business. I had a YouTube channel. And finally, I actually got a real estate license to do flips. And all of that was sabotaged by him at one point or another. He would rage at me. At the time, I spent focused on those things and not him. When I found a property to flip, he completely backed away from the verbal agreement we did have. And he asked me to quote, "Why do you need your own money?" When I was interviewing to go back to work, he would pick a fight with me the morning of my interviews, telling me things like, oh, they're not going to hire you because, again, to quote, "you don't have the eye of the tiger." And even after we split, I spent a lot of time ruminating on the job stuff and gaslighting myself, thinking maybe I could have just tried harder. I could have kept a career and my marriage. Until I learned that he made his girlfriend of 5 months give up her career. That's when I knew I wasn't crazy. They ended up dating for 14 months and getting married. He's on marriage number 3. So now he has a new person to fill with regrets.